We've made it, France, Lille Stadium, the home of Eden Hazard. We stayed in Lille last night, so that's why we're here. We're ticking it off the list, why not? Let's come and see it. Chelsea played here a few times, we haven't seen it, we've never been. Also, it's 10 years ago since Eden Hazard signed for Chelsea from Lille. This is where he played, this is where he was ripping up the French league. Now, we've actually come across a bit of a problem. Our journey hasn't even started yet. We've got about 5-6 hours to go till we're even at the place where we think we can get the shirt, but we've had a bit of a look. Ben said he saw it on Twitter that where we're going is having reconstruction works. The shop might not even be open. We don't even know now if we can get the kit. We're gonna make the journey. We're gonna see what happens. So stick along right to the end. You're gonna see if we can get the shirt or not. We're gonna try and get these challenges done whilst we're in France. And they're actually quite entertaining. They might be good for us to do, try some things that we've never had before, things like that. So, I'll read it out to you what he sent. He's got a little poem for us as well. It's so windy, so I hope you can hear me. In France you find yourself, the land of best pastries, what else? Here are some challenges to complete. It may be that you eat. See stadiums and shirts or enter the land of bratwurst. Good luck on your search to find some merch. And then here they are. He's got 7 challenges, I think. 1, 2, 3, yeah, definitely 7. Eat a croissant, visit 3 football stadiums. Can we count this one?
Yep.
Okay, so that's Lille ticked off. So we've done 1 stadium, visit a different country. Basically, the journey we've got to go on, we might end up in a different country, so I think that's doable. Eat a country's dish, so a food of the choice, buy a football shirt, see a landmark, and get some merch. So we're gonna head into the shop and see what it's saying at Lille, and then we're gonna move on and start our journey, and we're checking along the way.
So we found this shirt here, which is probably my favourite. It's actually 30% off, so it might possibly be one of the cheapest ones we find whilst we're in France, because Europe love an expensive kit, and they're normally marked up probably about 90 euros, whereas at home they're about 75. But this is definitely my favourite one. The white one is also really nice, but they're both discounted, so I'm guessing that they are last season's. I'm not sure which one you guys prefer, but I would definitely choose the black one. Drop a comment just to say if you prefer the black or the white. We're going to keep looking around just because there is some quite nice stuff in there, and the sale, we've actually come at quite a good time. It makes sense at the end of the season.
Right, we're just leaving Lille Stadium. Ben had a look at the shirts, but the discount isn't as good as we were hoping. That's actually the discounted price. So, yeah, he hasn't ended up with a Lille shirt. Also, the names on the back were a little bit dodgy. It was like Andre Gomez and Jose Font. So obviously they've won the Euros, but you don't really want them on the back of your shirt. We're gonna head to the car, probably go get some food and start the journey because we've got quite a long way to go.
Right, we're heading out of Lille now and we're going towards our final destination. I think we're going to take a bit more of a scenic route. We're going to try and take another one of the challenges off by heading into a different country. I think we're en route to potentially Belgium.
We might even be in Belgium. I think that might be the border. I'm not sure. It might have been the border.
I never realised how close they were.
Well, they touch.
Right, so I think we're into Belgium now. So technically we visited another country. We're going to find somewhere to stop for food, because I'm very hungry.
Yeah, I can hear his tummy rumbling from here, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, there's a service station there. Hopefully it's got some good food in there.
Yeah, we might have to rate that, because service stations in France, they leave, or Belgium, wherever, they leave a lot to be desired, to be honest. England's service stations are on another level.
We've just stopped off in Belgium. We're at a place called Quick Burger, and I can tell you right now it weren't quick, and we didn't even get a burger, to be fair. What'd you get, Ben? Like a chicken wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both got a chicken wrap. We've got this fancy sauce too. We've made it to Luxembourg. Here we are. We've been driving for absolutely ages. We've seen nothing football related. We've seen no country's dishes, no merch, nothing like that at all. We barely stopped in Belgium, to be honest with you. We just drove all the way through. But here we are, Luxembourg. It's a lovely, lovely evening. We're gonna go look, see if there's anything football related, see what we can get food wise. I don't even know if they got a national dish. So let's go have a look, see what Luxembourg's like, and we'll show you the next place that we see, probably a few landmarks. Here we are, Luxembourg, probably the biggest flag I've ever seen in my life. There's a couple of castles. We just went down to go on that bridge over there. There's a bunch of kids filming a music video, letting off flares and everything like that. So we'll show you a bit of footage if we got it. I've had a look at the local dish. It's the sun is literally in my eyes, by the way. It's like something you'd get when your mum was having a tight month. It's literally pork and beans. I can't even pronounce it. It's called gardenboonen or something like that. Yeah, look, Judmat gardenboonen. Apparently, it's a smoked collar of pork with broad beans, and I'll tell you what, it don't look too appetising, but we might go and have a look and see if we can find it. We're going to go look for the football stadium as well, so hopefully we find a football shirt. But there you go, sunny evening in Luxembourg, gold statue. Oh, and apparently, see this? Free public transport all around the city, so we're going to go hop on a bus and go check out the football stadium.
Like Times Square sort of crossing, isn't it?
Where are we going, Ben?
Luxembourg National Stadium, Stade de Luxembourg, I believe it's called.
We're on our way to Stade de Luxembourg. Hey! We're on our way to Stade de Luxembourg. We're going to go jump on this green bus that's coming. We're going to get the second one ticked off the list. So we'll check in when we're at the football stadium, because apparently we've got to jump on the bus, head over there. Still on the bus, heading over to the stadium. Ben's struggling. Ben wanted a Monster from the shop and they didn't have any, so he's living off water. He needs his caffeine kit. Stadium, I think, is out there somewhere. Long day. Got like a couple of hours to go yet till we're even at the hotel, so let's go see what the stadium's saying. I don't even know where Luxembourg are in the world. I need to check on ratings. Let's have a look. I'll come back when I know. Right, we've done our research. Luxembourg are 89th in the world. So we're heading over to see the 89th place team in the world stadium. Oh, it's literally here out the window, wait. This might be it, I think. Is that it? If it focuses. That's it. Right, stadium's upon us. There we go, Stade de Lux. That's like the penultimate stop for the bus, by the way. That's where it stops. Do you know what's mad when you come to these countries, like when you go looking for football stadiums? They're always like in the middle of nowhere. Like there's not really much going on here. They're always so far out. I remember going to like Munich and stuff, it was miles away. So let's go check out the stadium. I don't know what we'll be able to see, but Luxembourg. There's number 2 ticked off. 2 football stadiums, and we're still nowhere near where we need to be for our football kit that we're hunting for. Not even close. We got at least a couple of countries to go yet. Ben's on a mission to go and see the stadium. I can't even cross. Let's wait. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Whoa! So here we are, we've made it. Luxembourg Stadium's in the background. We found out that it's like 9,000 seater for sporting events. That's the layout behind me. Apparently for concerts it's like 15. Anyway, we're ticking it off the list. I can see the fan shop. Oh, we might have shirts. I can see the fan shop. Wait, I'll get there in a second. I'm just jogging up. It's at the other end of the stadium. Looks like I'm gonna have to disappoint everyone. I've made it to the fan shop. And here we go. Oh no, it's closed. The little porter cabin fan shop is closed. It looks like the Luxembourg football shirt that we wanted so badly is off the agenda. By the way, 55 euros for probably what, any of their strips? Area, I remember that make. They used to make Crawley back in the day, do you remember? They used to make Crawley Town. That's not where we're from, but we did used to go and watch Crawley every now and then. Yeah, look, here's the prices. If you want to buy Luxembourg merch in the future. So we can't tick off merch, we can't tick off football shirts, but we can tick off stadium number 2. This fan shop's mad. It's literally like a little, smallest porter cabin. Well, you can kind of see in. Let's have a look. Can we get in? It doesn't look like we can get in, actually. We're gonna zoom and see what we can see. There's the pitch. I'll tell you what, that's probably, have England played there? Right, here we are, Stade de Lux. You saw me checking out the fan shop. It's literally there in the background. It's literally probably the smallest fan shop I've ever seen. It's like non-league level, and this hosts an 88th, 89th place team in the world. What is it?
89th.
89th, there you go. So we were just looking to see if on the hallowed turf behind us, if like England or any big teams have ever played there, but we don't think they have. So Ben was doing some research. What did you find out, Ben? He's just going to tell us. So here you go.
So I don't believe that England have ever played on this pitch exactly. They've played on a pitch that's slightly further away from where we are right now, and their attendance is actually a maximum capacity of 8,000. So it's actually 1,300, smaller than this stadium, and this is a small stadium. So you can just imagine the size of England in '98 playing in a stadium of this size.
So we've made it round to the other side. Ben said he's been doing his research. He reckons that the biggest player to play here is quite the name. So Ben, who's the biggest player to play here and when did they play here?
So in March of this year, Portugal come here in a European Championships qualification game and won 6-0. So clearly Luxembourg didn't put up much of a fight, but Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals on this pitch that we're stood a building away from. So that's a pretty big name by all means in football.
Yeah, we're just walking past. You can see through, these must be like the business suites or like the players' entrance. So CR7 might have walked literally right here. So we could be standing where greats have stood. We're standing on greatness. Give me another fact about Luxembourg. Got one?
Public transport's free.
We've already had that.
They're really rich.
Yeah, apparently they're really rich here, Ben reckons. So have a look. Let us know in the comments if that's true.
I actually believe that Luxembourg might also be a tax haven as well, just for anyone out there that earns a bit of money.
Well, there you have it. If you're looking to dodge tax, move to Luxembourg. So I've been doing some digging, and it turns out that Luxembourg have played loads of World Cup qualifiers, but they've only ever won 2 back in like the 60s and the 70s against Portugal and Turkey. So even though Portugal come here and absolutely smashed them back in March, it turns out that Luxembourg have managed to win 2 World Cup qualifiers. But do you even know who their best player is? Well, apparently it's a guy playing for Mainz, and he's worth 16 million on transfer market, and his name is Leandro Barreal. There you go. Luxembourg's most valuable player is worth 16 million in today's market. So there you have it. The tour of Stade de Luxembourg is complete. That's mine and Ben's unofficial stadium tour. We saw the club shop, even though it was shut, so we can't get any merch. And we're gonna head back now to the car. We've got to jump on that bus again. It's quite a long ride back to the city centre. And we're gonna dodge the thunderstorm that's due tonight in Luxembourg. And we're on to the next country. So let's see where we end up. The hunt continues. It started raining, so we've got to get a move on. So we're gonna have to get back to the car really quick. Ready, Ben?
A few moments later.
He's not up for it. So here we go, back to the car. Guys, Ben's so low on energy, he's plugged himself into the bus.
As we hopped off the bus and headed back to the car in Luxembourg, disaster would strike and a fatal error would be made. A storm would hit the region of Europe we were in, causing the roads to become treacherous and highly dangerous. We decided that we wouldn't be able to make the journey to the final destination that evening. Instead, we saw an hour's drive to a nearby city in Germany, Saarbrücken, would be the best decision. However, that wasn't to be the case. The weather, treacherous, the motorway, the Autobahn in Germany, normally has no speed limit, but for us on this journey, it was 40 kilometers an hour. The hour journey ended up taking 2.5. By this point, we were absolutely exhausted. We stayed the night in Saarbrücken, woke up, not as early as we wanted, and would make the journey to Strasbourg, our final destination. Arguably a day too late.
We've made it. We're in our final destination. Last night was a nightmare. We got stuck in a thunderstorm. The journey should have taken 1 hour. It took 2. It was absolutely ridiculous. We spent the morning on the road and we've made it to our final destination. We're here in France, in the city of Strasbourg, because Chelsea fans, we're checking out the club that we've just bought as pretty much our second team in Europe. So we're going to go and head off, look around the city. We've got loads of challenges that we still need to tick off as well. So let's go have a look. Me and Ben are hungry. We need to go and find merch. We've got to find a football shirt. The one thing I'm saying is we've literally just parked up. We've walked past quite a few shops, and the only shops that are open are food shops and merch shops. So getting a football shirt could be really difficult, especially where we're going to head. So let's go get some of these challenges done. We're in a tight squeeze. We've got pretty much 9 hours to get all the way back up to Calais, do all these challenges and get on a ferry. So come on, we've got to be quick. One sec, we're never going to hear a thing. We've literally got a McLaren and Sonic the Hedgehog on a motorbike. We're never going to hear a thing. So this is like the first bit of Strasbourg that we've seen. If you have a look round, it's pretty much stereotypically French, I'd say. Like, we've just found this really old building over here, but it looks like it's a merch shop, so we're going to go have a look because Ben is an avid collector of merch from every country he goes to, so it's on the challenge, no wonder. That's why we've got to go in and get it. So Ben, what is it that you collect? Why do you want to go in and get it?
So basically, I just collect badges to put on a bag of every country that I've been to. I'm on about 13, but I've been to about 26 countries, and I'm short of a few, and most of the countries that are in Europe, I'm now lacking, so I'm kind of just trying to rally them all together.
So you've already been to them, but you've got to go back and collect the badges?
Yeah, I've got to go back to them. I'm trying to get people to go to the countries and pick them up for me, but it's not working too well at the minute.
What do you want?
Ideally, I'm looking for simply just a flag of the country that I've been to.
Okay, so just the French flag is what we're looking for.
But if we happen
Oh my gosh, Ben. I don't know if Ben's noticed this, but we're literally in the shop. Look at this building. We need to find out what it is. We're going to go check that out in a second. It is not looking good for a badge.
No, it's not looking good in there. The only
No
badge we
way.
can find in a shop in France is a Canadian badge and a Brazilian badge.
Yeah, literally, the only 2 badges are literally a Canada and a Brazil one. So we're gonna have to keep hunting for a French flag. But we've walked out the shop. We're like, literally, if you look, it's like a outside shop. All the merch and like the memorable bits from like France. But we come out and there's literally like this ginormous like Assassin's Creed level church. Like if you're going up there, you're doing that swan dive back down, right? We're gonna go check it out. We're not gonna be doing any Assassin's Creed stuff, but let's go have a look. This is mad, it's so busy. What I will say is like, anywhere in England, you just don't get buildings like this. It's the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Strasbourg. So Ben, have a little look. Look at this, it is monumentally big. Like, crazy, the detail on it is just insane. So if you're coming out for a game or you want to go looking for a shirt, I definitely recommend coming here. Like this little square is packed at the moment, but there's like loads of traditional French type buildings. I haven't really looked up the town or the city at all, to be honest. So we found another little shop. We're gonna go and have a look and see if Ben can find his badges. So come on in. Look what I have found. This can't go on your bag. It could go in it though. Samurai swords. Out of everything to have in here, is literally samurai swords. It's 133 euros for this red one right here.
I wonder what customs would say about that.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting that back on the ferry, to be honest with you. Right, so we've managed to find a shop that looks like it's got badges, so we're going to go check it out. We're just looking at the Strasbourg merch at the moment. Alsace and Strasbourg is the merch going around here at the moment, but I can see some badges on a hat. What are they saying?
Ooh, that one wouldn't look too bad.
What one's that?
Strasbourg with a castle.
Yeah, okay, that's quite good.
Yeah, don't mind that.
Castle, is it a cathedral?
Yep, that's the one. Same thing, isn't it?
You can see here the precision that goes into choosing his next badge for his bag. This is what Ben looked like this morning when he woke up. Actually, he is more like that because he hadn't shaved. But he's just about to go and here you go. This is the deal in progress for the badge.
Can I get that and
oh,
could I get This badge, please. Yes.
He's found himself a cheeky little gingerbread man keyring. Can we ask you a question? What is the Alsace? What is Alsace?
This is the region.
Huh?
Region. All is Alsace.
Oh, the region.
Oh, the region. Ah, okay. So Alsace is the region. And why the gingerbread people?
Okay. This one.
We'd like to have known, but I'm not too sure.
I think they just like gingerbread people, to be honest with you.
It'd be awkward if that got declined, wouldn't it? Merci.
Merci.
Au revoir.
Have a lovely day.
So as you can tell, our lingo is getting a lot better.
Badge
but we've
is secured, by the way. Badge is secured. He's very happy. What you got?
So that's a Strasbourg badge, and also picks up a keyring as well. So let's. I'll have to keep this safe. I thought she was going to give me a bag, if I'm honest.
Okay, so we're having an absolute nightmare. Every single shop that we've looked at is closed, like every single one, in a hope to find the shirt. The last store, wait, Ben's just spotted something. What have you spotted, Ben?
So one of the challenges is to eat a croissant. So that means that we just need to find a bakery, surely. It should be that simple. We are in France. So there's a bakery just here. I guess we can go in and find. Does it have to be a plain croissant? Because they are boring.
I think you could get away with a pan of chocolate, but let's go in. Let's actually go in and see if we can find a croissant. You know what, actually, scrap the croissant. I can see Five Guys are catching a bit. No, I'm joking. Right, let's go get a croissant.
Just got my hopes up. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. I've had a monster of Mackey's. Right, I'm looking at a plain croissant. It's £1. It's €1.50, which is all right.
I would say a croissant is worth getting at that price to complete the challenge. But in terms of appetite, I would say, wait, I can see a lot of flies on that food. Okay, Ben, these challenges aren't proving easy to get done in Strasbourg, are they?
No, I thought that'd be a lot easier, I'll be honest, but I'm not buying a croissant from somewhere that I'm sharing my food with a fly.
There's literally all over flies on like every bit of pastry there. Every challenge we've got, we've kind of left it till here because we thought we wanted to explore this city the most. And to be honest with you, they're going to be difficult to do in the time that we've got. We're down to about 7 hours left, so we've got to be doing stuff ASAP. Okay, so we are having, like I said, a nightmare. We've walked around pretty much all of Strasbourg. It's taken us a while, and there is no shops open, like nothing. Like I said earlier, the only thing you're getting is food. Now, we've got to basically go over to the stadium in a hope to just try and find the shirt. If not, it's done. I can't see us getting a football shirt in the time we've got left on the continent, which is going to be really annoying. Ben said to me he's absolutely starving. I'm the same. Let's go get some food, tick off the croissant and the national dish, hopefully. Although I've had a look and apparently it's like a beef soup and that's not really my cup of tea, and we didn't really fancy the one in Belgium either. We found a whole nother part in Strasbourg we didn't even know it existed, and we've located croissants. So here, come on, we're on the mission to go get one. Can we get one croissant, please? Yes, please.
Sorry.
Croissant secured from France. You've probably all had a croissant before, but if you haven't, here we go. Is this national dish as well? Okay, it's quite buttery. It's actually pretty good. So I think Ben will have the half of that as well, but I need to go get a drink to wash this down. It's completely dried out my mouth. But yeah, it's quite a buttery croissant. I've had better, I've had worse. Right, Ben doesn't know this yet, but he's chowing down on the croissant. Ben, thoughts on the croissant?
Dry as fuck.
At a traditional Alsatian eatery, and we've had a little look through the menu. It's not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good, Bev.
There's literally like pig trotters on the menu and snails, so we're gonna have to go all in because the national dish, we ain't getting it anywhere, so we're going local national food, or local traditional food is probably the right thing to say. And I'm gonna get some snails. Ben's just deciding what he wants. What's on the menu, Ben?
Well, I'll have to go translate everything, but I'm looking at the beef cheeks, BDBDAN style. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it sounds like it might be all right.
Can we get 2 Coke Zero as drinks? 6.
6 of escargots.
Yeah. Ben, what did you want? The beef
Can I have the beef
cheeks?
bourguignon, please?
This is not beef bourguignon. If you want this,
Yeah.
this is not beef bourguignon. The regional plate.
Yeah, oh
plate
yeah,
dish
we'll have that.
that we have here, and the
Right.
name of the restaurant is also Bake Off.
Yeah.
So the same Bake Off is cooked in the method of beef bourguignon, but it's not exactly beef bourguignon.
Oh yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that.
Okay.
Right, the grub is here. These are snails, apparently. Ben, what you got?
We've got, I'll be honest, I don't even know what I've ordered. We got it explained to us, but I'm not entirely sure. We just went for it. This has got like beef, potato,
Give it a
bit of
stir.
onion. And as
It
you can
is
see,
massive.
The spoon is nearly bigger than my head too. It looks very good and smells really good.
It smells unreal, actually. I'll give you
It's a
that.
big bit of beef for
Go on,
let me
pull it
plate
out.
some up.
That is massive.
Oh, it cuts easily. The meat looks nice. Just get a bit of potato on there, bit of beef. It's hot. That's good.
Is it good?
That is really good. Yeah. I'd recommend that if you're ever in France.
Yeah,
wherever we are.
Strasbourg. What'd you give it out of 10?
5.
We're currently fighting a wasp.
5. That's partially because I don't have a knife. And I'm not a big fan of onion. But I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 actually, because the beef is really good.
Snail time, baby. We're just putting it in the water because I'm going to need to wash my mouth out after this, I just know it. I've got snails. I've never had snails before. Been to France a couple of times and never had snails, so here we go. Oh. I'm going to get as much garlic sauce on them as possible. Here we go.
That's a face of displeasure.
Something crunched.
Heard that.
Okay. I don't know how to describe what that tastes like. Similar texture to like a mussel, and it's very garlicky. That's all I can say. 2 out of 10. Right, I've eaten 5 of the 6 snails. I can't score above a 2. Every time I eat it, I can taste garden soil. Like, I'm struggling. Ben's struggling with his too. Like, it's good, but it's very, very rich and winey, and it's just not really what we're having, to be honest with you. But yeah, if you're in France, you're brave if you want to eat snails. Like, it's just not a thing. Crunch when you eat them as well. So Ben's just got to the end of his food pretty much. He said he's full.
Yeah, the end of what I can deal with. Basically, there was 4 like big lumps of beef in there, and
You
as
can
you
kind
can
of see, yeah, like
there's still
big
2
lumps.
left. So I've had 2, and Dan's had a bit. It looks like dog food. Like,
If you serve that to your dog, they would be buzzing.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be over the
if you
moon on that
overlook
one.
it, if you serve that to your kids, they would not be happy. It tastes good. It does taste
It does
good,
taste good, I'll give it that as well.
but it doesn't look good.
Right, rush is on. We've literally done Strasbourg. We just saw this, it's pretty cool. Like, it's an art museum or something right next to the car park. We come out the other side when we got here. We've got to go to the stadium ASAP. We've literally got 6 hours to make it to the ferry, and the drive's like 5.5. Come on. There's like the weirdest music in the car park. It's like hypnotic music to send you to sleep. Not what you need before a long drive. Right, we're about 6 minutes away from the stadium. We're in a rush, there's no doubt about it. We're in chaos on the Strasbourgian roads. They're mental. Half the roads are closed. The sat-nav doesn't even know if they're open or not. So we're just behind the bus now. We're not moving as fast as we need to be, and we're on our way. So we're gonna catch up with you as soon as we're at the stadium. Fingers crossed that the shop is open and we can secure the shirt. You know what is so mad with French roads and everywhere in Europe, because we've been in about 4 different countries on this trip. When you go through traffic lights like you do in England, it means that the people on the side of the road are fine, like they stay still. When you go through traffic lights in France, Germany, Belgium, whatever country we've been in, it doesn't mean that the pedestrians can't cross. So they cross, even though it's a green traffic light. It's absolute chaos. I don't know how it works. I don't know how people ain't getting run over all the time. Right, so stadium's about 250 meters away. Nothing to see yet. We're nearly there, but we are in a rush. I can see it. I can see the stadium. Over 1,000 miles of driving and still a lot more to go just to get home in quite a short space of time. But I can also see bad news. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the club shop, and it is completely and utterly closed. We drove all this way and we can't even get our hands on the shirt. Ben, thoughts?
Quite gutted, to be honest.
Ah, what a journey, and it's shut. We don't even know if it would have been open, because we've had a look, and if you can see in the distance, there's construction works going on. There's work happening to the stadium right now as well. It looks like it might have been shut for a while, so, it's what a journey. It doesn't look like we're gonna get our hands on the shirt, so I'm gonna have to order it, I think. I'm either gonna have to come back and get it, I'm gonna have to order it. But this is Strasbourg Stadium behind us. We can't even get in to have a look. It's completely shut up. Just a reminder for anyone, if you're coming to France, by the way, on a Sunday, stuff is completely shut. But what I will say is, what a journey it's been. We got a long way home. I think we might have ticked off most of the challenges, bar that football shirt one, which is really, really gutted. We've eaten French food along the way. We've eaten some interesting croissants. And we've driven a lot of distance. So yeah, look, that is the home of Strasbourg.
But hesitate we couldn't. The ferry was set to depart in less time than we had to drive there. We had to go now. The rush was on to get out of France and get across the channel.
I have no idea how. It's gone the time we needed to be here. We were late and we've made it into the queue for the ferry. Like, a monstrous drive. Oh my gosh, I don't know how we've done it. That is the tightest call I think I've ever had in terms of getting back to a ferry or a plane or something. We've driven from Strasbourg all the way to Dunkirk, absolutely smashed it and scraped through border control, everything, literally by the smallest margin. Obviously ending it on a bit of a low, not getting the kit, but we're jumping back on the ferry now. We might have a chat on there, we'll show you around, but look, what a journey it's been. I wouldn't change it for a thing. It's a shame we didn't get the kit, but we've managed to do it. Night.